Ooh, another model kit, I hear you say. This is what I've been looking forward to for quite a while. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here, another model unboxing. Now the purpose of these is to show you guys exactly what's in here, what you're going to be getting. Purpose for me is to get off my arse and get some modelling done. Now, with the continued Enterprise D build from Edelmoss, yeah, it's now patchy. There is the new set. I think by the time this is released, there might be the next box available, so that might be released before this is. But if not, then we'll show what's inside here anyway. Before I get started, I actually put a poll on Twitter and I put one on YouTube. If you look on my communities tab, you'll be able to see in there which one of these would you like me to make first. I've already shown you the Space Shuttle. I've already shown you the Space 1999 model kit for the Eagle transporter / lab / whatever. There's a few little variants I can do with that. This also, and the Discovery universe version, and it's the same universe apparently, this Discovery version of the Enterprise, the original, but it's kind of a mishmash between this, the original, some of the designs and whatever else. So, if you want to vote on which one you actually want me to start with out of all these, I don't actually, at the present moment, have bought the Discovery one. Very easy to find. I can get one, not a problem, and I do want to make that eventually. Just a little bit of a side thing. If you can see on my hand here, yeah, I've got a little bit of a... I had an argument with a rose bush the other day. Do apologise for not having... Well, yeah, I work for a living as well as having a life. So, that's that out of the way. The U.S.S. Enterprise... Star Trek AMT model kit 1701 refit. This is my favourite of all the starships out there. I think when I actually properly got into Star Trek, the motion picture was out, then I'd recap on bits of the original series. Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3 is probably one of my best soundtracks that I love that soundtrack. James Horner, Star Trek 2 he did as well, absolute genius. So the model kit on this comes in 1/537th scale. It'll probably be about so normalish size. It's not. I already have one of these already. The Polar Lights, the 1/350th scale, which is probably about that wide. Maybe a bit long. Actually, no, it's about that wide, but you can't see it. But I want to do this as the Enterprise A. So, here's a front, lovely bit of artwork there. This is the actual model. You can tell it's the model because it's you know, there's certain bits like the blue ring around here isn't perfectly round and things have been put in. That's probably just been added on at a later date. You can light these. Lovely picture there. Nice side-on picture there, trying to get less reflectant because this is still shrink wrap. This actually did arrive today. This isn't round 2 doing these. I think this is actually the original modelling for this. Now, I have made probably about 5, maybe 6 of these models over my lifetime. And I do enjoy it, I don't enjoy it. There are things on here which the modelers really needed to have redone years ago, especially on here where the supports go into the bodywork. They just do not hold in place properly. If it's exactly the same tooling as this blue bit underneath around here on the secondary hull, then it's going to be interesting, shall we say. I actually read that this was actually being released, and I thought, stupidly thought, that it says it was, there's a metal rod with it, and I thought, I was hoping along all the way up here there'd be a metal rod keeping both of the pylons straight, but it's not. The metal rod is actually in the base, which is there. So let me get inside. Oh. I mean, this kit's been around since, is it 80, I think it was? I think I read on Memory Alpha. It was 1980's first kit came out, which we'd had a lot of other kits before and previous, and it's very patchy on what actual models were out at the time, and it's nice that nowadays we've got such a massive collection of Star Trek models coming out. There's tons. I mean, even on the back of here, just like to show you, they've got the Cardassian, you've got the Klingon, it's not Katinga, it's a Vulture, yes. And we have the smaller ones, which is a little annoying because it's Star Trek motion picture set, which isn't from Star Trek the motion picture set, it's from Star Trek 2. So that's the only film you see all three of those in. But yes, these are great polar lights. Still no... Yeah, it doesn't have any round... Oh, it is round2models.com. Right, so it is. This iteration as it is, ignore the actual base, but came with the shuttle, came with the Star Trek 5. So, then Star Trek 6 one had the shuttle as well. I'm hoping this is maybe being retooled. I'm not quite sure. But there's definitely a base. Now that is a big base. Very big base. We have a... That's good. I was going to say it's got a metal bar with it, but what came with the 1/50th scale, the larger Refit Enterprise, was a solid bar. This is hollow. So I will be putting switches on here. I don't know if I'll just do like I always do, which just light them up as in it's a static lit model, or try and get some flashes. I actually have a flasher LED board that I've been meaning to try, but whether or not I will be able to or not, I don't know. We have some, they look like the exact same size of 3mm LEDs, so they may not be used. Let's get into this. Yeah. Come on, let's open this up. I need some scissors. I have some scissors. So, let's have a look at the base. We'll make something with that, nice and... It's thin and it is flexible, but you have got a bit of support, so it should be fine downwards. I'm just going to let it further onto here. Magically blunt scissors, can't even cut plastic if they wanted to. Right, so we have the pipe there. That's quite weighty because it is quite thick. There's a good couple of mil on there for the tube, and it is a pipe. Could probably take that and have it as a straw, but I'm going to use this on the model. Fine. Like I said, the plastic parts there as well, clear. These can't be the only clear parts on here, or can they? I do not know. I mean, they will obviously be going, because there's 8 of them, at least on the saucer. So I'll pull you up there for a minute. Let's get into this bag here now. So bag number, let's call this bag number 2. And already I'm seeing exactly what I didn't want. Although, there ain't much choice. This originally came out, I think it was in 1980, and it was a very smooth model. The actual dish itself had no Aztec in, any paneling, nothing on it, and it was very smooth, which was awkward and a little bit odd, but still was quite nice to start building things on. There's a shuttlecraft there, looks a lot more, I'm not sure if this is, I think that's more detailed than the one I had. The one I had was definitely Star Trek 5, as well as I had the one with the sound bar, in the actual, yeah, into the base. I had a Star Trek 4 and probably Star Trek 3, which are exactly the same as these. Never had a smoothie, wasn't really bothered about the smoothie. Shuttle bay doors there, the shuttle there, which is basically just 2 parts, the back door and 2 warp nacelles. I said warp nacelles, but they're not warp nacelles. Impulse engines there. The neck section, the bridge section with this flashing on the side. And we have, that's the port from Star Trek 1 where the Vulcan shuttle, although it's kind of strange that it says Vulcan shuttle, but it's actually a Federation long-range shuttle, if you read it right. but probably based on the Vulcan because it was the Surak. Yes. What's this on the side of here? I do actually remember that being like that, dirty. Unless it's just a, I don't know, but that's the torpedoes launchers anyway for the front, which will go in here. You see, these are a lot smaller, but these are bigger than the Cadet series. So that's what I want. I want a nostalgic take on doing these. The biggest problem is this bit here. Actually, everything, the biggest problem is this bit here. You've got all these 6 windows here which go all around the edge of here. If you don't fill them in correctly, it's going to look like you've put panels on, and this isn't what I want. I think one of them was actually supposed to be in the back corner, where you don't have this set of lights, because they had the decking for the observation, not the observation lounge, the Star Trek 1, they had all the crew all together. And, oh, rec room? No, not rec room. Yeah, it was at the back of the ship. And it wasn't this design of light window pattern. So potentially I could probably mask a few of those out and maybe re-drill a few more. Don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And also this. These are the back kind of haunches of the ship. They are okay, I suppose, but they're just, once the nacelles go in, there's that weak point inside here. So maybe what I might do is fill these up. When they're going to sell the actual pylon in, fill these from this side before this actually gets stuck onto the secondary hull. And saying about the secondary hull, here it is. Not massive amount of windows on here, however, quite easy to drill out. They're already in place. I wouldn't think of going to the original model and then thinking, oh, that window there's out, want to be up here. But no, it's already there. There's no point in filling it in. I'm going to knacker up all these panel lines on there anyway. I mean, the biggest problem with this, I'll show you with a torch. There's a lot of light leak already, but when you get to something like that, window, you've got this here, which is all the sprues and the parts to actually put these through the plastic injection moulding machines. So if you lit it up wrong, you're going to see a black dot there for no reason. There, none on that back of there. This will be lit. This is not going to light up from the inside like this, but there will be LEDs. I'm going to black it out in the inside of here or silver foil it, which is, there's a silver foil, well, double-sided tape you can get, or single-sided tape, and I can light block virtually everything, or even reflect the light around. So put a couple of LEDs in here, it will reflect into where the holes I'll be drilling on here. Navigation deflector. The word change between this and the A, but I'm going to figure that out when you actually get the 350th scale. I have the modifications for it. These side bits mainly on the navigation deflector were a tiny bit different. They just barely tweaked the ship for Star Trek V, since it was meant to be a new ship, but it was still the old model, which is nice to see the old Connie there anyway. Going further in, got this little piece here for no reason. And what are these? Exactly. What are these? They weren't part of the original set. 33 and 34. Opposite corners. Signs of impulse engines. I don't know. We're going to come back to that one. And I'm going to go straight to the pylons and the warp nacelles. So, I think these are probably exactly the same. These dirt marks on here, it's like they've either been burned on the way in, or it's just, it's a little bit iffy. But no, they're not exactly the same. Oh, okay. So, but they are a thinner grill, a thicker grill. That's caved inwards. That one's almost flat. So the bus side collectors are where? Ah, there we go. One bus side collector up here, one of them's on the back of here. We have the sensor dome on the underside. I wish that was a science dome or something, but I don't fully certainly know. There's a sensor ring all the way around the ship, apparently. But the biggest changes that they'd made years ago was these lines that they cut into the strength parts on the pylons to let you put the cables through and then out the other side, except this bottom bit is stuck in by barely anything. Like a little tooth that'll break off. Hopefully with the polystyrene cement it'll melt that through and make it okay. The old, right. So the old models came with this part here, which the old stand used to fit into a square hole. What they've done is they've made a piece there, which will fit into here, which gives us the circle part to fit on the stand. So I will drill out the top part of that anyway, to put the pipe through, well, the metal rod through, and cables through the whole lot. There's also bits there as well, where the cables go through. That's on both of these. I'll show you the other one now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dot. Now, I think, yeah, that is the outside. So that would be port side, very outside. That will be starboard, and to light that up from the inside, to block everything off, just keeping this shape here, where the blue cells would come through. I want to see that straight through it. Not good. Another one there. Okay, so that's something to think about when we get round to doing this properly. I mean, this is not full nitpick of, there's one there as well, not a full nitpick of this. I will be making this and I'm looking forward to making it, but I don't remember those being on the original. Right, let's just get this thing open. There we go. Top side of the primary hull, and it doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit of oil on the back there, which is nothing. That looks like it might have been retweaked, maybe a little. What I can do with that is I can mask off all the way around here, or maybe even mask off virtually everything and just put an LED right in the center there, which will light up this navigation, the impulse engines on there. Windows on the side of here look a little bit rough. They'll be re-drilled out a little bit. I mean, the holes for the actual navigations are quite large, really. There is two on here as well, which you can do. Be drilled out from the top downwards. Top of the impulse engines there. All these lovely little hatches, although that one looks like it's not very in line, neither does that one. In fact, where would that one be? In front of the centre line, and that's the back of it. Okay, there's another one, two there. One on the front. That's probably the one that they actually escaped from on Star Trek Motion Picture, or maybe even that one, don't know. Still got the bumps for the phaser banks, like they always did. Doesn't, something's not exactly as it was. So they might have retooled certain things. I'm not 100% certain. The underneath side, you can see what I mean, these gaps here. Oh, hold on. Right. I'll retract my saying about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one of them will need filling in. There are actually these parts here on the back. You can see some raised bumps there, but they're on both sides. So these could be drilled out to make an extra part there, but I do wish that it would have carried on all the way around and just drill out the holes in this, not give us those stupid 6 pieces to fill it on here, because you can never get them filled, and they look like they've just been put in place. Underneath phaser banks, more hatches, the hatch there or there. Thrusters, they look quite good. RCS thrusters on the sides. Cool. It does feel a little thicker, this, for some reason. I know it's still a little bit flexible. There's still the it's not an Aztec pattern, but it'll do, I suppose, for what I'm planning to do with it anyway. So, assembly instructions, and I want to know what these are. I said these were 33 and 34. Okay. Ah, there we go. Straight away, shuttlecraft. So the top parts here looks like the impulse engines that just, so it's not like a 4, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piece. This is a 7-piece shuttlecraft. So as sad as it gets, I think I might have already still got somewhere, I've got a big bag full of instructions. So it's easy enough to do, make the shuttle, part on, part on, part on, lights through, yes, these are C's. Are they C's? They've got to be C's, aren't they? But I'll probably put LEDs through those anyway for the right colours. When I see, oh, yeah, and then they've got all these pieces here for the windows, but they've got the gap. You will see the gap unless I really fill in, but that's going to take some extra bit of effort. Secondary hull is in 5 pieces. The stainless cell, buster collector, and lights on the back. Okay, fine, so that's why they've got extra ones. Because it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Port starboard, red, green. 2 for the pylons there. Paint, decals, sub-assemblies, drive test fit. Yeah, take the flash off, faff around that way. Yeah, the next section goes together. Shuttle bay goes on the back. I'm not going to put any sort of shuttle bay inside this, but that will be just stuck on the back. The 350 scale has a big shuttle bay in there, so it's better to do that if you're going to do an open shuttle bay. Torpedo launch on front, pylons on, this on there, but I like this how it with lighting would be a lot nicer. Once that's on, done, sits in, it's finished. Got shuttle 5, looks like there, is that the Galileo? Decal stickers placements. I want this to be the A, and I've got the funniest feeling that inside here will not have stickers for the A. Or could I be wrong? So it doesn't actually state it on the box, does it? Actually, it always says 1701 refit. Uh-oh. You may have to stick with the 1701. Just a smaller. Let's have a look at these. Oh, I remember that the ones I had, the older ones, had got a square about this big. Just got registry number and that was it. There are ones you can get which are a lot better than this. A, and A. The original version, the one from the motion picture, will not have had any of these on here. I don't know why that's there, because that kind of goes underneath the... It looks like it goes underneath here. And then goes on top. Probably it's just extra detail work that you've put, instead of painting a circle around the actual bridge before assembly. But these got the pylons, these go on the strong back, these are the sensor bits going around the edge of the saucer. RCS thrusters, don't know. Are there 2 types? U.S.S Enterprise, no, they're just single types there. They've got the A's, which is a little bit, you could easily cut along with the NCC-1701 and make that go that way, keeping the United Federation planets there, and then stick a -A on. I mean, the only difference on the main saucer, when you put in the main number on, is the dash in the middle is usually right in the center line. I don't know if it's on that line, and probably that line. It's right in the center. When you get the A, the 1 is on the center, so that dashed line goes over to the left a little bit to centralize everything along these 4 panels. But yeah, that's good. I can do the Enterprise. One thing is I'm questioning. They never put, and I think hopefully that might be it, but underneath the shuttle bay, there was an Enterprise label. You see it in all the films? Nope. 7. What is 7? What's all these dots around 7? Is instructions 7? It's part 7. 10? Whoa, decal 10. 7. It is? Okay, because there is an Enterprise behind here, there's an Enterprise underneath here, so that's a 5. So it's a bigger Enterprise on the back of the saucer part there. So they have actually finally incorporated the Enterprise below where the shuttle bay doors are. And there's a 27 on here, giving you a little bit of extra, or is it 28, sorry. 28's there, 27 is... 27, oh, it's the window markings. 27 and 26 are the window markings for the... I can't remember exactly what the deck was. Because he wants to show, Kirk wants to show all the crew exactly what's coming. Assemble the crew on the, not rec deck. The recreation, this is a recreation deck. Because the Arboretum was between, actually where the Arboretum is over here. As there you have, you can barely see, there's some windows there. That's where the Arboretum was. It's got to be the recreation deck. Okay, cool. So I can do my A. I can faff with things, and I have got a shuttlecraft. I can either do number 3, which is Copernicus, and number 5, which is Galileo. Or I could do one side and one the other side, and then I could fly it in and pretend it's the Copernicus, or fly it out and pretend it is the Galileo. Now, nice decal work on the actual phaser banks there. So you've got some nice holes in the middle, which will fit over these, which will be painted anyway. Okay. Got 4. Why have you only got 4? Yeah, docking ports. So you've got 1, 2 there. There's 2 on the neck, if I remember. Yep. 1 there, 1 there. But there's also 1 behind the bridge. So where is that piece? There. Maybe it's just too small. Maybe they just got complaints that it was just not doing it. Unless there's a smaller circle. These square bits are really nice because they go on the saucer. Lines, lines. Is that... If you can see it and I can't, then scream at your screen. Impulse engine there, so I haven't got to go too far balmy with it. Yeah, I literally can't see. I'm sure the ones before did have a 5, a 5th one of these, but it just never fitted on the back of the bridge itself. But there's extras added on, some bits there which are going to be always a nightmare to put on until you get the right temperature in the garage. Okay, that is an issue because there was only 1 port. There was only 1 left-hand port side door, and they're trying to make it put like you've got all the lines going round the actual saucer itself, which is buried underneath there. Yeah, and there was only 1 dock. Sure, there was only 1 dock. So it'd go in, it'd be on port side. There wasn't 1 on this starboard side. I'm sure there wasn't. Could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but that will come in the future when I get around to building this. So again, this is not a straight, here is the model, this is what we're going to do it. Yeah, well, they had bits and bats with that and trying to show you. Actually, before I go, just a quick stop there. I want to try and find the other decals, stickers that I've got for other models. So give me a second, I'll just jump the video here and back in 1 second. Now, to call it sad is one word, but I've actually got a bag full of old instructions of model kits I've done in the past. So if you wanted to go, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the video. Ba-bum. That, yeah, this is why I'm putting this on the end, because I haven't been in here for quite a while. What sort of ones did I do before? There's obviously Enterprise. Is that the... Because I usually pencil mark things when I've done them. I think this is the... this is a Polar Lights version. This is the small one, the 1000. That's the Enterprise of Darkness, because I've got that one behind me. And some extra Aztec panel lighting, stickers as well. The Defiant I've got behind me. The Revel Enterprise, full instructions again. Oh, these were what I got from Lighting Kit. I think this has actually got the flasher unit on it, and I never used it. I just didn't understand it, so we'll possibly be using that on this. Voyager, the Excelsior, which I want another Excelsior, because the different, well, to be the NX-01 at least anyway, that is a plan for the future. That's the Aztec patterns for, is that the Excelsior? That's definitely Excelsior. Excelsior class, that's Enterprise B from JT Graphics. That's the instructions for the Excelsior. Titan Fine Blake 7, oh yes. Right, if you can get one of these, good luck. They were sold to somebody else. You can get these still, but they are really, really excellent models to do. That looks like it's the Aztec panels for the 1000 polar lights. Yeah, lots of scribbles, but that's me, how I work. The Enterprise B. More Enterprise B. Looks like that's the small... Oh no, that is the AMT Enterprise. The original. The instructions. Yeah, alright, fine, thanks. Put that together, that there. It's almost as good as the instruction for this one I'm doing it. Oh, I've got on here. Ah, there it is. Star Trek 6. So let me just go from back here again. Another decal patterns for the Defiant, and for the 1000 you could do all three. There is the bigger one out there, the 350th scale, which you can do either. I would love to do that. If anybody's got a spare one they don't want, give me a shout. So yeah, this is the instructions for the same model kit. Yeah, it has got those pieces on, so it is exactly the same on there for the shuttlecraft, but the shuttlecraft they've got right at the end. The base being there, being a very different size base. Bit more instructions. You'd paint these, you wouldn't put piss paint decals. I think you'd paint those, you wouldn't put the sticker on 701A. Full instructions are exactly the same. So yeah, it has improved a little bit on that base there in two pieces. So it's different to what we've got now. It's more modern, the one now, but that would be more, it's in, it's locked in, and it's glued in place. I think it's nicer having a base that's a lot more quieter, shall we say. That's not too much in your face. Oh, the Klingons are coming. So, yes, but that's not what I was showing you. I have a bag of decals. Right, so you are away. Like I said, this is just an extended part of this. If you hung up before now, I don't expect you to carry on watching for this long. This is just me waffling on at the end. So what have I got in here? Oh, those are the mirror ones I use for the spare Eagle Moss Enterprise D, the Discovery Enterprise D. So I got two. One was a little bit iffy and I fixed it, and then I put the Mirror Universe decals on it. It looked really good. These look like spares from the Enterprise, the come on, can't see half this stuff in here. There you go. Look like the ones from the 350 scale. So I have some pieces in there I could potentially use, maybe not. They might be Enterprise. Oh, there's too much stuff. There's like absolutely stacks of stuff I've got. So there's the A. So there will be parts in here I could probably do a different ship if I needed to. Come on, Ralph. We can do this. Yeah, there's loads of little bits. Windows or nacelles, all sorts of bits. With Lakota there. Is that Lakota or is that a different one? See, different insignias. The white one, got the silver one. Starship U.S.S Excelsior Enterprise. I think that might be for the B, and that is for Excelsior. Yeah, loads and loads of bits that I've kept in a bag, so I'm not going to lose them. Tiny little, yeah, extra bits underneath there. Because most model kits come with a million different accessories. You can do this, you can do that, yeah, but some saddo's going to be keeping these for future. Yeah, that I actually did the Enterprise B. And these will come off fine. It is yellowed, but these will come off fine because these are still cleared. It's just the paper that yellowed. So I could still put those on the Enterprise B. But I got another kit, another set, aftermarket stickers. So, done. Those look like ones from the Revell Enterprise 1701. NX-2000 stickers, so I could have done that, but you couldn't because it's not got the right patterns on it. It's got not the right impulse engine. More on Defiant, got another one with the Defiant anyway. Original numbers for the Revell. This is what you got. Remember what I said? There were 4 only on this kit here. You got 5. So I could potentially, if I needed to, put that on. So 1701A, this is the same scale as this anyway. So these what came originally with it. And you see definitely there's that much difference, that much amount of detail. I mean, for putting 1701, I'll compare these with the ones in here at a later date when I actually build this. If this looks better on here and it's not out too much far out of line, saves me lining up the A, I'll put this directly on top of it. I mean, they never had the Enterprise bit for the back of the shuttle bay. Got Copernicus because I used Galileo last time. Cool, cool, cool. More Revell. More Revell. I did have a space shuttle and transporter. Yeah, that was the one with the space shuttles on top of the plane. I didn't like the actual model itself. It was shockingly bad. Stickers for the 1000 Enterprise. Literally, stickers. So they weren't water slide decals, proper stickers. Constellation Potemkin. And then, this came... Still, I'd be surprised if anybody's still watching by this time anyway. This came with the Bandai kit, because they were pre-painted. I've got rid of this years ago. Don't think I'm going to have it anyway, but made these, built them, lit them up better, took the bulbs out and put more LEDs in them, and they look so good. But money being money, I had to get rid of it. Simple as, it's just one of them things. But with one of the kits, they've got 2 Refit Enterprises. One was already stickered at 1701. One had all the stickers with it. So you could be the Lexington, the Hood, the Exeter, the Farragut, the Eagle, the Potemkin, Excalibur, Constitution, Yorktown, Defiant, this Lexington, Constellation, Republic, Intrepid, and Enterprise. So I did the Enterprise. So these are the register numbers of the ships of the line, really. So there you have it. I am as sad as that I've kept all those stickers. These will be useful. Like that might be very useful on this kit. Even the windows on here possibly might be useful on some other kits. See what happens. So, with this going on already too long as it is, like I say, if anybody has stuck around this long, thank you very much for watching this long. And I'll go for the usual spiel. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow me on social media. Help me out if you can with Patreon. Help me out with a share. Help me out with a donation. It would be absolutely amazing. So with that in mind, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.